Oh, LB, we love your thinking. That's right, big guy.
If you're from Oklahoma, you know the hot spots, right?
Absolutely.
You always want to come back to the hot spots.
Yeah.
Brahms is one of them.
There you
That's
go.
great.
You got your cravings. How are we doing for Friday?
It looks good. Friday looks good. It's cold today. Just prepare for that. Get out the door this morning with a coat, the gloves, maybe a stocking cap, or dress in layers if you do have to work outside this morning. It is a cold one starting off, but the overall pattern is pretty quiet. You're looking at water vapor imagery. It shows you where the clouds are and shows you where the dry air is. If you see it more of an orange or even yellowish color, that is dry air. And that's now building in over Oklahoma. Dry air means there are no clouds above us. That means sunshine. So a lot of sunshine on the way here for today. There's a storm out on the west coast. It's out in the Pacific. That's hanging out that way. For us, really overall, quiet looks pretty good. Maybe a little energy sliding across tomorrow. But that doesn't look like it'll produce much in the way of precip, maybe a sprinkle or two. But we'll have more wind on the way. The winds return from the south, and that starts that trend of warming our temperatures back up going through the weekend into early next week. So we'll call it a cold day today, sunny and cold. Winds just switch around to a southwest direction, then winds start to pick up tonight. Saturday's weather, some cloud cover at times, and then south wind picks up 15 to 30. So we'll have some wind tomorrow with wind and 50. It's going to feel cold, so prepare for a cold Saturday, but a nice warm-up on the way for Sunday as warmer air rushes up into the state. We'll be closing in on 70 on Sunday. Great temperatures on the way. Southwest breezes there, about 10 to 20 miles per hour. Out the door this morning, 22 right now. Northwest winds at 8. Wind chill checks in at 13. Cold start this morning. Sun comes up now at 7:15 as those days slowly but surely are getting longer. Bright sun from 8 all the way through 4 o'clock today. We'll start very cold at 23, make it back up in the 30s by 10, 40s by noontime today, and we'll get close to 50 by 4 o'clock today. If your car thermometer reads 50 on the way home from work today, don't be too surprised at that. More of a northwest to west wind. That'll start to shift more to a southwest direction going into the afternoon today. Still watching the allergy count. It's now cedar season for Oklahoma. Back in December and January, it was mountain cedar. That comes up from Texas. Now it's these eastern red cedars. You see them out there. They're everywhere. They're normally green. They're brown right now. That's all the pollen building on the edges of those trees. And you get that wind up, and that starts to kick that up. So it's right here in Oklahoma. So right now, it's kind of holding in the moderate category. These windier days allows it to start coming up into the air and creates more of a problem. So if you're starting to feel allergies, the itchy skin, the watery eyes, sneezing, all that good stuff, it's the cedar season right now. That's the big story, but elms are also starting to pollinate too. 11 Woodward, 22 OKC. We've got 28 Ada. McAllister right now checks in at 30. Winds are not that strong. They're about 5 to 10 miles per hour. That's enough. Dropping that wind chill down to 1. Woodward 11 in Enid, OKC 13, and currently 21 in the Ardmore area. Look at northwest Oklahoma. That's where the coldest wind chills are. Once again, like yesterday, down close to 0. Buffalo at 1. It's -4 out in Beaver, 3 currently in Putnam, and 7 in El Reno. So grab a thick coat and make sure you're ready to go. It's going to be a cold one starting off. 40s and 50 coming up for today. We'll drop it in the upper 20s tonight. So a very cold night again. If you're making some Friday evening plans, grab that coat. You'll need that. And as we go into tomorrow, we'll warm it up to near 50s. That's still considered below normal now as we are starting to see those temperatures on average warm. Most spots in the 50s, but with the wind, it's going to feel colder. And like I said, there may be a sprinkle coming up for tomorrow. And here comes the warmth. Look at these temperatures on Sunday. 60s and 70s, 73 in Enid, 74 in Alva. Warmer temperatures are building in. We'll see those temperatures stick around early parts to middle parts of next week. A cold front will arrive on Wednesday, and that's going to bring a chance for a few storms there, but then cool it off some. But really overall, great stretch of weather from Sunday into Wednesday.